I think context is important in almost anything we do. When things feel out of place, we notice them, which can be good, but we often question the validity and why something is out of place. And so when we match the context in advertising to what we're selling, we increase the likelihood that somebody would be interested. So if you place an ad for golf balls in a golf game, you're more likely to get people who play golf and are going to be interested in purchasing golf balls. Now, there is an argument to be made that those things that are out of place, so like a high-end car in a golf game, where the people who watch are likely to be affluent and to be able to afford that car. And one could say that that is also about context. So it's about the context that your audience is interested in watching, and not necessarily a direct alignment between golf and a golf ball, but rather aligning the audience that watches golf to the audience you're trying to reach with your product. So context doesn't have to be a very narrow definition, but can be a much broader definition.
How can contextual AI help influence consumer behavior?
I think that contextual AI can help influence consumer behavior in a couple of different ways. First, it can help us to better identify the contexts that are going to make the most sense for our audience. It can also help us to build pieces of creative on the fly that are contextually relevant. So starting to think about dynamic creative production, where you're choosing the right image, the right tagline to put into that right environment, so that hopefully you have the right consumer at the right time with the right message.
And it's becoming a really powerful tool. Tell me about that.
It is starting to become a powerful tool. I think that there is a lot of opportunity there. I think there is still a lot of hesitancy from clients in terms of taking advantage of that. We don't fully understand all the laws related to AI. Assembling creative that you've produced outside of an AI context is completely legal, but if you're starting to have images generated on the fly, that starts to become potentially problematic, and we don't yet know the laws around that or who owns the IP, and so clients are reasonably a little shy about moving into that area.
Are there any best practices you can share?
I think you always want, first and foremost, to make sure that you understand your responsibility around using AI. Before you kind of jump into anything, you want to understand the laws and the ethics behind what you're doing. But I think as you jump into it, you want to keep the consumer at the front of your mind, because if we are not doing something that's going to ultimately benefit the consumer, we're just doing something cool because it's cool, and we can say, hey, we did this amazing generative AI thing, but if at the end of the day it doesn't benefit the consumer, we're not doing what we as marketers and advertisers are expected to do. So I think, step into things cautiously, make sure that you're looking at all the angles, make sure that you also put the time into it. You need to, this is not something that we should be saying, hey, I want this on air tomorrow. Make sure that you're allowing yourself the time to fail, to learn some things, to try again, and to keep going with it.
What are you excited about in the year ahead?
I am so excited about where creativity is headed. I think that AI has this amazing ability to inspire us, and I think that we are going to see some amazing Gen AI inspired creative in the year ahead. We're also going to see a new wave of influencer influenced Gen AI. And I'm just super excited to see how people take this and become they're that much more creative selves.